often wonder, it's not the easy answer to really look at the need for pesticides, right? And say, how can we do this differently? How can we farm differently? That's a really big, complex concept. But at the end of the day, it feels like what we're finding is, instead of replacing, it's almost, in some cases, you need to find how can we not need to use these at all, or this class of chemicals at all.
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the most exciting things that we're beginning to see happen. For example, up until just a few years ago, I think most of us accepted this assumption or belief that we needed pesticides to feed the world. We needed synthetic pesticides to feed the world. It's not true. Now you can guess where that belief came from, was fostered, but it's not true. There are safe ways to make food available that won't contaminate us to various pesticides. And so that is really kind of exciting. And we can see that in other things as well. People are moving away from products that require chemicals. We're doing that in our own household. I know Norwex is doing that. And that's really exciting to see, because one of the most important concepts to work on when you're concerned about prevention, you always want to keep making sure you're going upstream, right? The idea is not to let's find children who already have ADHD and treat them. I mean, we need to do that,
right,
but that's not the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to go upstream, finding out what the risk factors are that lead to children developing ADHD and stopping it there.
right. Totally agree with you, and love the fact that as you're talking, I'm even thinking that the work that's being done today, whether it's on the research side or it's from consumer advocacy, as they research and understand more, while it may not seem like it's having an impact right now, it's laying that groundwork, if you will, that foundation upon which, over the next few years, we can continue to build to get that attention, hopefully to ultimately culminate in, for example, those pesticides being eliminated entirely. It takes time, but I think we all can have that impact starting in our own homes and starting to build that foundation. I kind of have this visual in my head as you're talking about how we're doing that. So I really like that concept.
I think there's a couple things that are really important. One is, you're right, it does take time. And that's one of the reminders for me that gives me some hope. On those days I get frustrated,
Yep.
I remind myself that if you want to help bring about fundamental change, it's going to take time. Don't wake up tomorrow morning and expect the newspaper headlines to be different.
Yep.
The other thing is that more and more, and I'd say especially mothers, are beginning to pick up this message and run with it and do things with it that scientists alone couldn't even begin to hope to do. And that's hopeful, because if you go back over the past century and you look at where we've made progress in public health, we've needed two things. We've needed good science, good data, good information. That's just one thing. The other thing we need is parents, community to get engaged around an issue. It's not enough to have the science.
Totally agree. Mothers have more power than they know,
We've made very little progress in the past public health
Mhm.
efforts without mothers being behind it.
Right. Absolutely. It's that mama bear. When you start talking about children, mama bear comes out and really wants to be a part and protect.
Yeah. Even in my household, I mean, I'm the environmental health person. Now my wife's a pediatrician, but Nancy is the one who makes sure that the day-to-day stuff is consistent with many of the things that I've studied, that I advocate for.
Right. Right. Absolutely.